Hi, Katie.
Hi, Steve.
Welcome back to Art Friends Coffee. Really enjoyed our previous conversations. And today, we'd just really like to hear your views on commissions, um, how you go about taking them, and how you go about managing them.
Yeah, no, really good question. Thanks, Steve. I think commissions are commissions are a really exciting thing to do, and often it's lovely because a customer's approached you and they like your work, but there's something really specific that they want, or often they've seen something that they like, but it's not the right size, or etc.
Yeah,
etc. So I most of well, all of my approaches for commissions are usually via social media. So people who've been following me for some time, they may ask a couple of questions. I love that painting. What size is it,
yeah.
etc.
Oh, that's interesting. Sorry, is that through Instagram? And
Yeah, usually Instagram and Facebook are kind of
brilliant.
the main
Yeah,
places for me. That's sort of the only real social media that I'm sort of engaging with at the moment. Um, and Yeah, often it's kind of an ongoing conversation that may or may not get to the point where they commission you to do a painting. Um, I'm always really upfront with clients about you know, whilst I'll do my best to capture what they want. My style is quite sort of fluid
yeah,
um, and very much that is how my paintings work. So it's very much a sort of give me the elements that you need and let's see how we can bring that together for you. Yeah, just sort of see what sort of happens in the end. I suppose there's something also about planning ahead. So if you are taking commissions, making sure that you're not sort of kind of overbooking yourself, um,
yeah,
knowing what you've sort of got in the diary. Um, I think the other really important thing is if you work with galleries as well, is being respectful of that relationship, making sure that your pricing's consistent
yeah,
and understanding where the customers found you from. Um,
yeah.
and that's really important to navigate when you.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. No, I was just going to ask how you manage the customer's expectations through it. Do you allow them to have input through the process, or do you just ask them for their brief and then say, right, leave that with me? I mean, how do you manage that?
Yes. So it's really interesting. Usually, I sort of go with a brief. I've been given bits of fabric before.
Brilliant.
I've even been given a coaster, cup of tea coaster that had a very specific colour of something that someone wanted. Um, that's fine. I don't mind that at all. I'm really, like I said before, I'm really upfront. If someone sort of gave me a picture of a meadow scene that they wanted painted, I I I would sort of take quite a pragmatic approach and say that's not really how my art
Yeah,
works, in terms of I don't sort of do like for like um, paintings, and that's because I don't want them to be disappointed in what they get, but also for me, um, the reason I paint, is partly for myself and the enjoyment of it, and I want to know that I'm enjoying
yeah,
and really passionate about what I'm doing for that customer, and knowing that it's going to be right. So
yeah. No, absolutely. And I think you can tell in some small way if if the artist has loved creating the work.
yes,
And it's
yeah,
difficult. So, I mean, I suppose really that's if you're asked that question by a customer, what they're really asking you is to change your style, which is quite a difficult thing to
yeah,
do as an
yes.
artist.
And I think that's where maybe building the relationship with the customer as well is quite
Yeah,
important, isn't it? For them to understand, what is achievable, and for you to understand what they want, what's behind it, what's important to them. So just through the nature of my art, I've had families say, oh, we've got 3 children, please can I have 3 butterflies, that sort of thing. Yes, very much
lovely.
so.
Yeah,
Or my husband was a beekeeper, please can I have honeybees and bumblebees, that sort of thing. Yeah, really sort of, you can sort of build those sorts of things in. It's when it's not wanting to make promises around really sort of bigger bits around clouds must be placed here, there, you know, because it's
So
just
yeah, some quite so how
better.
I guess it's managing how specific the direction you can cope with.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
No, that's really interesting. Thank you for that. It's not a topic we've discussed before, but I think it's a really interesting one, and I'm sure I'll be asking other artists that question as a result of this chat. So thanks so much for that, for introducing a new topic. For those of you watching at home, I hope that was helpful. It's certainly interesting for me to hear what other artists have think about in terms of commissions. I suspect it will be a similar sort of thing for many, but we'll find out. But Katy, thank you so much for that discussion. For those of you at home, if that was helpful to you, then please follow us on Instagram or give us a subscribe on YouTube. We'd be very grateful. Katy, thanks so much. I look forward to speaking to you next time.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.